Hey
Yep.
guys, how's it going? Spinosaurus the King here, and in this video, I'm going to be joined by a special guest. Go ahead, bro. Introduce yourself.
It's me, Robo, and I think this is the third time I've been on this channel now, so we're doing
Oh,
another video.
hell yeah. So, anyways, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about the possibility of the Spinosaurus appearing in Jurassic World Rebirth, and which Spinosaurus is it going to be, the scientifically accurate one, or the one from Jurassic Park 3, or a new Spinosaurus that is like, the same design from JP3, but it's in its prime, like one of those three, basically. But either
Yep.
way, I'm pretty sure if the Spinosaurus appears, it's going to be either be the same one from JP3 or scientifically accurate. I don't think it'll be any other type of design. What do you think, Scorman? If the Spinosaurus appears, it's going to be one of those two, probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, it probably will be a more scientifically accurate one, or it may be sort of a similar one to the JP3 one, but just Universal's updated design, perhaps. I'm assuming it'll be like that.
Right, right. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like basically, I think there's three options here. We're either gonna get the same one from Jurassic World 3, or we're gonna get like an actual one that looks just like the one that's in real life, or maybe one that looks like a bit of both. But either way,
Yeah,
I am praying to God it's gonna be the same one from Jurassic World 3, just because like listen, guys, I know I used to hate on the scientifically accurate Spinosaurus many years ago, and I don't hate it now. I think it's a cool dinosaur, and if that's what it looks like in real life, that's cool. But in my opinion, it doesn't make sense for the Jurassic Park franchise because even in Jurassic Park 3, Dr. Alan Grant said that engine made genetically engineered monsters, nothing more and nothing less.
yeah. I mean, I just want the JP3 sponsor to come back, just because they've been teasing it in the whole Jurassic World trilogy, like Jurassic World with
Yeah,
the main street, Fallen Kingdom delete the scene, Dominion delete the scene. Like, how long is it going to take just to actually put the dinosaur in the film?
exactly. Like here's the thing, guys. Like don't get me wrong, I am really happy that they brought back the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus and Camp Cretaceous, and like it showed to be extremely powerful, even though it was being heavily weakened by mind control. That was awesome, but. Like again, no complaints there because like again, I know originally I thought the Spinosaurus was ruined, but thank God it wasn't, except for the roars. But at the same time, it just the fact that they brought it back in the kids show, it was being weakened by mind control and had bad roars. It's like it doesn't feel the same. They could have brought it back in Jurassic World Dominion and kept the roars the same as Jurassic World 3 and not have it weakened by mind control. It could have showed like the Spinosaurus at full potential. Like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I mean, like, yes, I know it is. They did bring it back in the animation show, but at the same time, animation is still nowhere near as cool as live action. And
Exactly.
the animation one, like you said, the roars was disappointing, and the colors. I wasn't a fan of the colors, but I really hope that if they do bring it back in Rebirth, fully live action, of course, I just hope they sort of have the old colors of the original JP3 one, if it is the JP3 one
For
coming
sure.
back.
Sure. I mean, to be fair, like again, like I know the CC like colors were a bit different, but here's I think the reason why is because again, if you look at Rexy and Camp Cretaceous and Blue, their colorations don't exactly match up to what they were in live action. So I guess that's just
Yeah.
how it looks in cartoon. Well, if it was in live action, it would probably look different. It would probably have like the same colors or similar colors to what it was in Jurassic Park 3. Probably not the exact what's it called again? Probably not the exact same because again, it's much older now. So animals as they get older, their colorations were different. But I'm pretty sure it'll be more towards the colors of what it was in JP3 than what we got in Camp Cretaceous in live action.
Yeah, to be fair, that is actually a good point, because like Rexy was green in Fallen Kingdom and then back to brown in Dominion, when she was brown in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park 1.
For sure. I mean, again,
So,
I think the colors were cool in Camp Cretaceous because I think that's how it looks in like a desert environment. But my only complaints in Camp Cretaceous is that it's not live action. It was weakened by mind control. So sure, we got a taste of how strong it was when fully grown because obviously it's a lot stronger now than what it was in Jurassic Park 3. But the problem is there's mind control. The roars were horrible, and it's a cartoon show. So it's like it's not ruined, but I'm still disappointed with that though. You know?
yeah, I kind of just wish they brought back the blue circles in Camp Cretaceous on the fin.
Oh,
Like, they
I
got rid of
100%
that.
agree. And not give it roars of the Scorpius Rex. It sounds like the Scorpius Rex, man.
I know it does.
Yeah.
Now, one thing we do need to address in this video is, I guess you could show it in the video. I'll send you a better picture, but there's a
Yeah, I know what
picture
you're
of
talking about. Yeah.
there's a picture that says Spinosaurus Jurassic World Rebirth, but Hero Dino next to it. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I saw that too, and it's like here's the thing, like if it's a hero towards humans, that's plot armor because we know for a fact the Spinosaurus does not like again. There's only two things for sure the Spinosaurus absolutely despises. It despises humans and it also despises T Rexes. So like if it's a hero towards another Spinosaurus or another dinosaur, I guess that could make sense. But if they make it a hero towards like saving a T-Rex or humans, and it's the one from JP3, that's pure plot armor. I hope to God that's not true.
Yeah, because like obviously in JP3 it was hunting the humans down. In Camp Cretaceous, which is confirmed to be the same Spinosaurus.
Yep.
Cash or whatever he said like it was.
It hates people. Yep.
He hated people. So they've kept that from JP3. Yes, it hates T-Rexes as well.
Yeah, like I know. Majority of the time it was mind controlled until it finally got free. But again, they got ambushed there. And if you look closely, the Spinosaurus, even though it couldn't fight back because it was still recovering from the mind control, if you look at it, you can tell that he does not like T-Rexes.
Yeah, I think that could be the reason why they cut it from Dominion, because obviously him helping Rexy would be a bit weird. So, Hero Spinosaurus, does this mean a brand new Spinosaurus, or?
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking, because again, I know for a fact the one from Jurassic 3 is not. I wouldn't say it's a pure villain, because again, he was abused when he was younger. Again, it was even confirmed that he was tortured by humans when he was very young, which is why he's constantly going after humans in Camp Cretaceous and Jurassic 3. So that's already confirmed. So I guess maybe, unfortunately, we're going to be seeing a scientifically accurate Spinosaurus in Rebirth, because again, it would make more sense for that to be a hero, because we know the accurate Spinosaurus is a much more peaceful animal than the monster in Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, to me, though, if they say it's a hero dinosaur, I can never, ever imagine the JP3 one being a hero. It just does not sit right with me.
It doesn't, yeah. Like, again, the only way I can see it being a hero is if it's defending another Spinosaurus or defending a Spinosauridae. Okay, sure, then. But if it's defending a human or a T-Rex, that's impossible. The Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus literally wants to kill every T-Rex and human on the Earth.
Yeah, unless they did it this way, where I don't know what the next dinosaur villain's going to be. I think they said like a big, colossal marine reptile, air reptile, and one on the land.
Marine
so
if the villain, that would be awesome if that's the case.
That would be cool, but I don't know if that is. But if the next villain's going to be like, let's say like a Carcar or something like that, like a Carcharodontosaurus. Right. Let's say that's the next villain. I wouldn't mind the Spinosaurus coming in and killing it, but not for the humans. Like it didn't kill it for the humans. It just sort of just killed it because it's that aggressive. I wouldn't mind that, because that could be technically classified as a hero, but not particularly to the humans.
Yeah, like if they pull it off in a way where the Spinosaurus kills off the villain dinosaur, not to say the human, just because it's aggressive and it's protecting its territory, and then the humans are able to like get on a helicopter to get away from the Spinosaurus. Something like that.
Honestly,
cool, yeah.
Literally like what it did in JP3. It killed the T-Rex, not because of the humans, but it just because it was in his territory. Yeah.
Which is funny, because like if you go to the Jurassic YouTube channel, about a month ago, they posted it on 4K, Spinosaurus versus T-Rex, and they say the Spinosaurus saves the humans from the T-Rex when in reality it didn't do that. So like if that's what they mean, okay, that's fine, because again, the Spinosaurus didn't kill the T-Rex to save the humans. It killed the T-Rex because it despises T-Rexes.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that. That could be like the term hero could be interpreted in completely multiple different ways. So
like an anti-hero,
we'll just have to wait for that.
Like maybe it killed the Carcharodontosaurus because again, we know the Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus are rivals. So perhaps in the Jurassic franchise, they're also rivals.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it'd be really cool that again, I hope they don't just make it a scientifically accurate Carcharodontosaurus, because again, the Spinosaurus would just no dip that. So what they should do is like make it like, you know, the Giga. They made the Giga a lot stronger in the Jurassic franchise compared to what it was in real life.
Yep.
That's what they should do with the Carcharodontosaurus. Like imagine they made the Carcharodontosaurus just as strong as like the Prologue Giga, or even stronger, to make it like a very fair fight for the Spinosaurus to like barely win. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they could actually go down that route, because
for sure.
You know,
well, it would be better that way. Because I like the thing is like I want to see like more of a fair fight with the Spinosaurus, because we know the Spinosaurus. It's just like there isn't really a fair opponent for the Spinosaurus in the franchise, except for the Mosa. But obviously the Mosa win. But like as you can see, like because Rexy and the Indominus and the Giga, they don't stand a chance to a fully grown Spinosaurus in the franchise. You know.
That's a good point, to be fair, because like obviously in JP3 it destroyed the Spinosaurus. In Camp Cretaceous, sorry, I messed up. The Spinosaurus destroyed the T-Rex in JP3. The Spinosaurus destroyed the T-Rexes. Yeah. So like I see what you mean. It hasn't really had a sort of an actual threat to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like sure, the Indominus and Giga would be a slight threat to it, but still they would still lose. So therefore, we need an opponent for the Spinosaurus that's like an actual threat. Like imagine they take a Carcharodontosaurus and make it both stronger. Like obviously, an Indominus and Giga would destroy the real life Carcharodontosaurus, but what they could do is introduce the Carcharodontosaurus to be like a massive dinosaur in the franchise, where it actually like legit poses a threat to the Spinosaurus from JP3.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree. I mean, me and you are only using the car as like a template. We don't actually know it's going to be in the movie. It could be the Tyrannotitan. I've heard that as well.
I heard that too. Yeah.
But yeah, the Spinosaurus. If his way I look at it, if they do bring back the JP3 one from Cretaceous, obviously they explain how it gets back to mainland or whatever.
Right.
That should be pretty easy. And if they can hopefully bring back the original JP3 Raws, that would be nice.
It would be.
But I did hear that they lost the files somehow. I don't know how, but somehow they lost it apparently.
I heard they did too, but again, they can still get the roars back because they used the roars in Evolution 2, and also not just that, dude. The roars are all over YouTube. It's like I know it would be copyrighted if they took those roars, but they could just simply reach out to the YouTuber who did that and either pay them or ask for their permission first and then use it again. You know?
Or couldn't Universal just recreate them? Obviously, they obviously know how they made it in the first place.
Exactly.
Can't they just recreate it?
That's the part that frustrates me the most. They just use those roars because they're lazy. They could have easily just remade the roars because I think the roars are made out of I think it was like tiger, lion, baby bear, and crocodile or something like that.
Yeah. I think it's something along that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just laziness. They could have just recreated. Like, sure, it would be obviously harder to do that than to use the Scorpius Rex roars, but it would have been way better. It would have been worth it, you know? Oh
yeah, I completely agree. I mean, like the Spinosaurus had its. I mean, a lot of the reason why people love the JP3 Spinosaurus is because of its roar. Its roar is iconic.
Sure, but speaking of roars, can I be honest, bro? If they do introduce the accurate Spinosaurus, I hope to God they don't use the JP3 roars on that, because the JP3 roars on on a fish eater that looks like a duck, I think that would not fit.
Honestly, though, I agree with you, but I would not be surprised if Universal did that.
True. But if they did do that, I guess the only reason why they might do this is just to show like the rematch, the T-Rex winning and with the same roars from JP3. But at the same time, I just don't think it makes sense to give the Acrospinosaurus the same roars from JP3. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
Yeah, no, I agree on that one.
Sure.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say about?
Like, okay, imagine they use the Cretaceous roars on like the Acrospinosaurus, and then they have the JP3 one there too, but it has the same roars as JP3. That's what they should do, to be honest, because the roars from Cretaceous actually would suit the Acrospinosaurus.
Honestly, though, I don't think Universal will ever reuse the Cretaceous Spinosaurus roars in a live-action movie. They may reuse it for Chaos Fury if the Spinosaurus returns in that,
True.
But I don't think for a live-action movie they would reuse it.
For sure. And speaking of that too, they should maybe if the same Spinosaurus from JP3 is going to be in Rebirth, what they should do is show it in Season 3 to show how it connects to its return in Rebirth. That would be awesome too if they do that.
Yeah, I agree, because they should do that, because Chaos Fury, I'm hoping, will sort of tie into Rebirth in some sort of way, like Season 4 and 5 did to Dominion.
For sure. I heard rumors that Season 3 is going to be the final season for KS2. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You know,
confirmed, but
I heard that as well.
Yeah, Season 3 is the last one apparently.
They could be doing that because of how bad Season 4 and 5 was received.
Right.
From Cretaceous, so they might be just doing 3 seasons. I'm not entirely sure. It's just an assumption, but yeah.
It's probably best that they do 3 seasons, and then after that, just make a live action series. That's what they should do, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've gone off a bit track here, but we'll go back in a minute. But I really want them to do a live-action TV series within the 90s of Jurassic. That would be amazing.
Or, it'd be awesome to imagine a live-action prequel to Isosaurus showing the backstory of the Spinosaurus before Jurassic 3. Okay, that would be freaking awesome.
That would be pretty cool. But anyway, let's get back on track with the video.
Exactly, yeah. So speaking of the Spinosaurus, something else I saw too, there was a toy reveal that showed like a Rebirth Spinosaurus, and it had like an orange color, which gives me kind of like some worries that it is going to be an accurate Spinosaurus, and they're just showing the different colors of it. But at the same time, it doesn't get me too nervous, because we got to be honest, your toys most of the time for the Jurassic World movies are not usually accurate,
Yeah, there's a couple things I want to say, and then, yeah, I do agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Since when Rebirth fully got announced, there's been, everyone has always been saying Spinosaurus might be in the movie. So I feel like Universal would have heard the community saying Spinosaurus, so they may consider it. Another thing is, since it's such a popular dinosaur, but because in Jurassic Park, because obviously Jurassic Park 3 made the Spinosaurus really popular, but because people were outraged that it killed the T-Rex, I'm a bit scared that Universal sort of is going to sort of ditch that Spinosaurus design. I hope they don't, but Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they were to make an accurate Spinosaurus and sort of just scrap the old 2001 design, which would be a shame.
It would be a shame, yeah, because the one from like again, don't get me wrong, I still love the accurate Spinosaurus. It is cool, but again, I personally prefer the Jurassic 3 one because I grew up with that one, and that one's a lot more scarier and badass compared to the accurate one. You know, I understand it's a fictional creature and it's not real, but that doesn't mean it's not badass. It is awesome, you know.
No, I do agree with you on this one. I mean, like, obviously, everybody has respect to the actual animals, but like, you can still like fictional designs.
Exactly,
and the Jurassic Park 3 design was peak. I mean, like,
it was perfect.
I honestly think the original trilogy had better dinosaur designs than the later trilogy. But that's just my opinion.
Especially Jurassic Park with the new raptors, the Encalosur, the Pteranodons. Oh my god, that movie had the best designs ever, man.
Yeah, and the Lost World's Buck T-Rex design, that's cool as well.
Yeah, the Lost World Buck was pretty badass too. For sure. But again, like, I did hear rumors that, like, I'm not sure if this rumor is true. I don't really care. This wouldn't really get me mad. But apparently there's going to be a rematch in Rebirth with the accurate Spinosaurus dying to a T-Rex. If that happened, I wouldn't care because obviously a T-Rex would destroy an accurate Spinosaurus. You know?
I mean, like, they've been teasing this rematch since, I think, 2015 or maybe 2018,
sure.
But I don't know if this is true, but I heard, like, ages ago at the end of Jurassic World, in Paddock 9 or Paddock 10 or whatever, I think it was supposed to be the Spinosaurus being released or something like that.
I heard that too. Yeah, because that's the thing too. Apparently, like I'm not sure if this is confirmed or not, but apparently from original scripts, like, this is way before Jurassic World. Like, in the early stages of Jurassic World, they actually were going to do the Spinosaurus versus the Indominus-Rex for the final battle, but it got scrapped. Again, I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not, but that's what I heard. However, the only ones that actually were confirmed is that in Fallen Kingdom, there's supposed to be a rematch of the Spinosaurus fighting a Rexy, and apparently what happened is, like, they're going to start fighting, and shortly after the fight, the Spinosaurus was about to kill Rexy, and then the volcanic eruption killed the Spinosaurus. And then in Jurassic World Dominion, there's supposed to be a massive, like, again, some people were saying that the Spinosaurus was going to save Rexy. That's not true at all, because I saw the actual script. It said that there's going to be a massive three-way fight between the Giga, Spino, and Rexy, all trying to kill each other.
Yeah, that was literally what I was going to say. There's loads of alternate endings for Dominion. I think even a
Buck and Doe and Rexy were that's another one.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Sure. Yeah, that was also another consideration.
For sure, I think there's three ways that the fight was originally going to go. One of them was, I think the original one was supposed to be Spino, Rexy, and Giga all trying to kill each other, and then the next one after that was supposed to be Buck and Doe and Rexy teaming up to kill the Giga, and then the final one is the one we got. There's Dinosaurs and Rexy teaming up to kill the Giga.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that if they brought the Spinosaurus in the final, but it would not team up with Rexy. That's bullshit. That's not true.
I know. I mean, if they did do that, this would probably be a huge retcon, because it wouldn't make much sense.
It wouldn't.
Because, like,
that'd be plot armor for sure.
Because Jurassic Park 3 and Cretaceous has proven that the Spinosaurus hates T-Rexes, hates humans, and pretty much is just one of the most aggressive things ever.
For sure. And honestly, I think, like, remember your What If video where you showed, like, the Spino, Giga, and Rexy fight? I think something like that would have made the most sense. Like, the Giga kills Rexy or knocks her out, and then shortly after that, the Spinosaurus, like, appears and then fights the Giga, and then the Spinosaurus kills off the Giga, and then it walks away, and then when the Spinosaurus walks away, maybe Rexy is possibly still alive, and then, however, the Spinosaurus doesn't try to kill her because the Spinosaurus is already gone by then. So something like that would have been cool, to be honest.
I thought that as well. I mean, I think people have done what is with the original Jurassic World, when the Indominus pinned down Rexy, and then, like, this, when he locked up, the Spinosaurus was opposite. Yeah, there's been loads of few what ifs over the years.
Yeah, exactly. Like, something like that would make sense too, because at least then the Spinosaurus, it's not saving Rexy; it's just going to fight the other opponent. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's the Spinosaurus is just defending its own territory and just sort of trying to be, I guess, the alpha predator. I'm guessing.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know for a fact the Spinosaurus would definitely not get along with the Giga or the Indominus. There's no way. It would definitely try to kill them for sure.
Oh, absolutely. It's like putting a cat in a bathtub. It just wouldn't get on.
But I do wonder if the Giga and the Indominus would get along, because they both have the same DNA. If I had to predict, probably not, because they both would try to be the alpha over each other. But I don't know.
I reckon the Indominus would try to communicate with it first, like he did with
Rexy,
and the Raptors.
Sure.
But yeah, I think they probably would attack each other.
For sure. I mean, again, the whole Giga and Indominus, I don't really care about that because again, I've seen, I see both sides to both stories. But all I know is that Spino kicks both their asses. Those two fighting, they can go either way because again, there's a lot of proof for both sides. But guaranteed, Spinosaurus destroys both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Giganotosaurus from Dominion. Like,
I know, yeah.
It's all right. It's all right, but
for sure.
Yeah, like.
But I see your points of view. Again, like, your arguments towards like the Indom Wayne. I do understand where you're coming from. The only reason why I have the Giga above the Indom now is because apparently Jurassic Dominion Rexy is confirmed to be like the strongest version of Rexy. If like, let's say that was the weakest version of Rexy, then for sure Indominus would absolutely destroy the Giga then.
Yeah,
you know
I've
what
heard
I mean,
about
right?
that as well.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to debunk it. I'm just saying again. Like my point is like as of right now, I do have Giga above Indom. However, if that got debunked, I wouldn't be surprised because again, Indominus-Rex is a hybrid, right? And the Giga didn't really do that much. But yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Yeah.
But one last thing, because you said there was leaks or something for the Spinosaurus, or you heard rumors. What were they? Other than the... Actually, no, I have heard one thing, actually. It was during a scene, an underwater scene.
I heard that one
where
too.
They were filming. Yeah, they were filming. Either like a plesiosaurus or something like that, but it could be perhaps a Spinosaurus underwater as well. That'd be pretty interesting.
It really would. But I mean, as of right now, we don't know if the Spinosaurus will be in the movie or not. And if it does appear, we don't know which one's going to be because there's absolutely no pictures or videos showing what the Spinosaurus will look like. However, unfortunately, there is more evidence towards the accurate one being there than JP3 just because of the leaks of it saying it's going to be an accurate Spinosaurus. But again, here's the thing. I wouldn't say don't lose hope yet, guys, because, leaks are not always true,
Yeah, that is actually a good point. Never really trust leaks because they're never always really reliable or true.
100% for sure. For sure. But again, I do hope the one for JP3 comes back because again, that's by far the strongest dinosaur in the franchise when it's at full power.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I only just want to see it back in live action. That's all I want. That's all I want more than anything. Even if it was like a 20-second scene, I'd still take it over nothing.
100%, yeah. But it would be cool to see him having a big role again, because imagine just seeing the full power Spinosaurus this time, not mind control, and having the same roars from JP3 and his live action, dude. Like, bro, that would be like a horror movie then.
I know. I mean, in the past 6 months, I have grown to enjoy the original Spinosaurus a lot more. And it just makes me sad how Universal sort of seems to just keep on punishing it all the time. Like always saying it's going to come back in this movie, but then it doesn't.
See,
or
that's
teasing
the
it.
problem too. Like again, the reason why I personally don't think we're going to see the one from JP3 or just Spinosaurus in general. Like, okay, the actor one, I think it's possible with that, but the reason why I don't think the JP3 one's going to return is because here's the thing: I think it was possibly cut from Jurassic World. It was cut from Fallen Kingdom. It was cut from Dominion. It just seems that the Spinosaurus doesn't make the final cut for Jurassic Park movies anymore, It was cut 3 times in a row, man. Like 3 times. Like, if it was cut once or twice, maybe, but 3 times in a row, like, you know what I mean?
And that reason could be down to it killing the T-Rex in JP3. And obviously it made an outrage. It made an outrage, and I feel like Universal might be like, well, this dinosaur wasn't well received during the release of JP3, so we're just gonna forget this dinosaur even existed in the franchise. I feel like that's what I hope that isn't their mindset, but it's sometimes I feel like
that's part of their mindset. But I'm gonna say don't say never, because at the same time, if that was fully their mindset, then they wouldn't have even brought it back in Camp Cretaceous,
Yeah, never say never. That's a good point.
For sure. However, let's just say that it wasn't in Camp Cretaceous, then guarantee that's their mindset if that was the case. But since they brought back like legit the same one from JP3, there still is a possibility, because again, it wasn't killed in Camp Cretaceous. It was the same one from JP3, and they showed it beating the T-Rex again, even when being weakened by mind control, and again, it beat a stronger Rex than Rexy. Like, you know what I mean, right? There's still a possibility.
I know. Yeah.
Either way, I hope the Spinosaurus comes back, and I hope it's the same one from JP3, and it would be cool to see it, killing a T-Rex when it's fully grown, or killing a Carcharodontosaurus. Like, obviously, it's not going to fight the Indominus Giga, because I don't think the Indominus Giga are ever going to come back again.
The Giga has a better chance. I think the Indominus has literally gone forever and never ever come back. I mean, they literally pretty much confirmed that in Fallen Kingdom when Rexy stepped on its
DNA. Yeah, it's not coming back. Yeah.
Yeah,
The only
no.
way it would come back is a prequel, but I don't think they're going to make a prequel to Jurassic World anytime soon. So therefore, as of right now, the Giga, I think it's not impossible because again, the carcass is still there. Someone could reclone it, or maybe there's more than one. But even like I think the Giga has a low chance of coming back, and the Indominus-Rex has no chance of coming back. Like no to low and the low to mid for Giga.
Yeah, yeah. If they're ever going to do any prequels anytime soon, they need to just stop making prequels to the Jurassic World trilogy. I wish they would make some prequels to the Jurassic Park trilogy. That would be because
Oh, that'd be better for sure.
they in my opinion they've so overdone this Jurassic World trilogy stuff now. I mean, I'm excited for the next movie a lot. I really am, and I'm also pretty excited for Chaos Theory. I actually enjoy Chaos Theory quite a lot more than Cretaceous, but
yeah.
you
But
know,
again, since I don't hate the accurate Spinosaurus, I guess a couple scenes that would be cool is like imagine this. Imagine we get like an underwater attack where it's like chasing humans underwater, and then shortly after that it goes onto land and then fights the T-Rex and loses. That's what I think will happen if it's the accurate Spinosaurus. However, if it's the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus, I think it would be something like this. Like imagine if we see it underwater killing humans, it attacks like a submarine, maybe we see it kill a T-Rex again, and then it kills like the villain, which is the Carcharodontosaurus. Like something like that would be pretty badass too. If that was going to happen, which sadly I don't think it will.
that would be cool. Actually, yes. I mean, I suppose at the same time, it just really just depends on what the plot's actually going to be. I mean, we've been told a synopsis, but
For sure.
you know that could go anyway.
Like here's the thing, like when it comes to the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus doing a rematch again, I have no problem with it as long as there's no plot armor and it fits the plot. Like if it fights a T-Rex and there's no plot armor and wins no diff, okay, sure. But if it doesn't make sense to the plot and then they show the Rex winning to the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus, that wouldn't make sense because we know the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus would no diff any Rex in the franchise when fully grown, you know?
Yeah. All I want, this is as simple as 1, 2, 3. All I want is them to bring back the original model Spinosaurus, the original design.
Yep.
Obviously, make it a bit more aged, a bit bigger, and etc. Because obviously, it's gotten older, it's got bigger, it's got stronger. But bring it back.
But keep the original design, yeah. But just make it like I guess what you're trying to say is like obviously because we know the one in Jurassic 3 was a subadult. So what they should do is like bring back that design, but make it more aged, more muscular, and bigger, but keep the same roars. Like that's what you mean, right?
Yeah, and all I want is like at least a minute of a scene. That'd be epic. Just a cool scene of it doing something, or maybe give it a big role. I don't care, little role, big role, doesn't matter. Just put it in the movie, please.
Yeah. Even if it's just a cameo, as long as it's not ruined, I'm even a cameo, I'll be happy. I just want to see it again in live action, but obviously, preferably a big role. Preferably, obviously.
Yeah, preferably a big role. I agree, but I'll still take a small scene.
Oh, see, at this point, I would take anything as long as it's not ruined. You know?
Yeah, that's literally that's literally how I think as well, feel as well.
For sure. But either way, I hope it's going to be the JP3 one. As of right now, there is more evidence towards the one that's going to be accurate. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. We'll find out in less than a year.
Yep. I mean, yeah. We can now say that the movie's coming this year. So.
Yeah, exactly. So we're in 2025. Speaking of that, Happy New Year, everyone. Hope all your dreams come true. You as well, Scorn.
Yep. Happy New Year as well to everybody and you as well.
For sure.
And yeah, July 2nd, I think it is. The movie comes out.
Yep. Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. I think that's the release date in U.S. and Canada. I'm not sure. I think in some parts of the world, the release date might be a little bit sooner than that.
Yeah, I think some countries either get early access or some countries might have to wait a bit longer. But yeah, at the same time, it's roughly around that area.
For sure. I just hope the trailers don't spoil anything,
Yeah, I mean, I honestly hope they don't either because they did it with Fallen Kingdom, and I don't know if you remember, but last year, Godzilla X Kong's movie, they did spoil quite a bit in that as well in the trailer. So I hope they don't.
For sure.
I hope
at this point, since the Jurassic Park movies have been, somewhat disappointing nowadays, I don't care as much about spoilers anymore because again, I'm already predicting this movie is gonna not be the greatest. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's better than Dominion. Like again, Dominion was good, but again, the way they hyped up Dominion was nothing compared to what it was hyped up. Like I think Dominion was good for just a Jurassic Park movie, but for a conclusion of the original franchise, I think that's where it extremely failed. Like extremely.
Here's how I look at Dominion. I think it's a good movie on its own.
True.
I think it's a bad sequel.
Yeah, it's a bad sequel and it's a bad conclusion. But again, it's a good movie. Yes, it's a good, maybe even a great dinosaur film. Yes, but like for Dominion to be the conclusion, nah, no way.
Yeah, I hope Rebirth will be a solid film. I have faith because different director. They brought back a bunch of the OG screenwriters and stuff like that. There's
David Quilcon.
fresh
That's
cast.
awesome.
Yeah, fresh cast, new scenery and scenes,
Yep.
different plot ideas. So I have faith for this movie, and I think this movie
will be.
Well. I think this movie could be better than the original Jurassic World as well. I reckon it could actually potentially be better.
Well,
than
the good
that.
news is, apparently Jurassic Rebirth is the start of a new trilogy, so this is basically Jurassic World all over again, you know. And
yes, you're right
for sure. So hopefully this movie is opening to a brand new franchise that will be better than the previous trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wish that they got rid of the world though in the name of the next trilogy, but it is what it is. It's not the
However,
big deal.
I did see a thumbnail from Sports Video. In Sports Video, it confirmed there's going to be a new trilogy, and apparently the next two films after Rebirth are going to be called not Jurassic World; they're going to be called Jurassic Era. So apparently, Jurassic Rebirth will be the last, film with the name World in it, and then the films after this are going to be called Jurassic Era.
That's interesting and weird. Why would they do 4 movies with the name World and then 2 movies of Era? But yeah, anyway, we'll just have to wait until the time comes.
I do agree that they should have called Jurassic World Rebirth Jurassic Era Rebirth, or even just calling it Jurassic. No, fuck that. Jurassic Era is what they should have called it.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, Jurassic Rebirth still is a pretty cool name. I just wish you're right. I wish they called it not World again, because again, like they should have 3 films with the same title and then change it up after that.
Exactly, I agree. I mean, that's what they did with the Park trilogy. Yep. But with the World trilogy, they've reused the name World in so many things now. Tons of websites, TV programs, loads of movies, loads of games. It's been overused in my opinion. But
how would you feel about the name Jurassic Era or Jurassic Universe?
Jurassic Era I can roll with. Jurassic Universe sounds a little bit, I don't know, a little bit sort of sounding like the end of the franchise permanently, which to me it sounds a bit like that.
Yeah, Jurassic Era is better, probably.
Yeah.
True. But either way, I mean, what else could we say about the sponsors? I think we covered basically everything. I mean, like, sure, there is things to cover for Chaos Theory, but again, this video is not talking about sponsors being in Chaos Theory. This is mainly focused towards Rebirth, you know?
Yeah. Yes, Rebirth.
Yeah. But as of right now, if I had to make my final prediction for now, I mean, my opinion will change in the future as we get more evidence towards what's going to happen in Rebirth. But for now, I don't think there's any chance of the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus appearing just because of, it got cut 3 times in a row. Now, for the accurate Spinosaurus appearing, I think that's a 50-50.
Yes, that is a good point. I mean, the one more thing I wanted to say though is
yeah, for sure.
Do you think the Spinosaurus would kill off any major characters?
I think it's possible. I mean, like it would be cool if they show the Spinosaurus killing humans again, because it's always because again we know the Spinosaurus doesn't like humans, right? Unless it's the Acro one. I don't know about that, but the Acro one would probably still kill humans, but it wouldn't be as aggressive as like the one from JP3.
Yeah, I don't think anything is as aggressive as the JP3 Spinosaurus.
Yeah, the JP3 Spinosaurus is like by far the most aggressive thing in the franchise.
That thing was crazy.
But to be fair, the reason why I wouldn't say the Spinosaurus, like, it is a villain, yes, but I wouldn't call it like a pure evil villain, because again, as we know, it was abused by humans, and also it was probably abused by T-Rexes too, because every time that it sees a T-Rex, like again the Bull or Big Edie and Little Edie, they're always trying to kill him, so that's why he probably hates T-Rexes so much, and of course he wants to be like the alpha of of the island and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think the Spinosaurus is like as evil as like, I don't know, Indoraptor or something like that.
Yeah,
but it's still
is evil.
Well, it's sort of an antagonist that just doesn't like many things really. So it just kills like humans, T-Rexes, and other dinosaurs.
Put it this way, for example, Rexy is a hero. The Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus is broken. The Indominus-Rex, or something about the Indominus-Rex, the Indoraptor, Scorpius Rex, they're pure evil.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only thing I can see the Spinosaurus getting along with is, like, Suchomimus and Baryonyx.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Or if it sees a herbivore, it would probably only kill a herbivore if it's either hungry or it's on its territory.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Although, if the JP3 extinction statement is still valid, then it did kill a bunch of just innocent Brachiosauruses for no reason.
True.
If that's still valid, I don't know if that's still canon or not.
For sure. Well, yeah, the only dinosaur I would see the Spinosaurus, I think it's the only dinosaur the Spinosaurus would kill for sport is T-Rexes or other large theropods like Indom or Giga. Because again, I think the Spinosaurus just doesn't get along with giant theropods because it wants to be the alpha, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, but I could see it getting along with something like a Baryonyx or a Suchomimus or something crocodilian because they could communicate.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, that's the only thing I can really think of.
For sure.
But I think we've covered pretty much everything.
I think we
Right.
did it well because again, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while now because again, there's so many popular Jurassic YouTubers talking about the Spinosaurus being confirmed for Rebirth, and I just wanted to get my opinion on this, and I know you did as well. As I said, as of right now, I think the chances of the JP3 Spinosaurus being a Rebirth, I would have to say at the most of 20% because again, it just seems like they're ignoring it for the live action. However, for the Spinosaurus, the JP3 Spinosaurus to return in Chaos Theory, I think that's a bigger possibility because we just saw it in Camp Cretaceous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even
The-
that
the
seems
final-
sorry, go ahead.
The final thing I'm going to say is I do think a Spinosaurus will be in the movie. Don't know what type or what version or what design. I do think a Spinosaurus will show up in the movie because everybody's been talking about it.
True.
But like you said, it boils down to which one in particular is going to be in the movie.
Here's my set. The chances of the accurate Spinosaurus being in Rebirth, I would say anywhere from 50 to 70% chance because again, nothing's guaranteed. But I would say minimum 50%, maximum 70%. What do you think? Is that accurate?
I think it's a fair estimate. Yeah.
For sure. And then for the JB3 one to be in Rebirth, I would say at the absolute most 50% because nothing is possible. And Jurassic franchise has been shown to show the unexpected in movies before.
That is a good point. Yeah.
I would say 20 to 50% chance for the JB3 one to be in Rebirth, and then 50 to 70% chance for the Acker one. And then in Chaos Theory, I would say the chances of the Jurassic 3 Spinosaurus being there is anywhere from 50 to 70% chance because I do think it's a bigger possibility because it was in Camp Cretaceous and had a big role, right? So.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think it, like you said, I do think it has a bigger chance of coming into Chaos Theory than Rebirth, but I'd still would like it to be in Rebirth. That's all I have to
the way I
say.
see it, I think there's a better chance for the JP3 Spinosaurus to be in Chaos Theory, and then a better chance for the Acro Spinosaurus to be in Rebirth, just based off what we saw before with Camp Cretaceous, and based off the plot leaks for Rebirth.
Yep, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but either way, if the JP3 Spinosaurus isn't Rebirth, I hope it doesn't get ruined. But I'm pretty sure it won't get ruined because I think to be honest, I feel like they would have ruined it in Camp Cretaceous if they wanted to ruin the Spinosaurus. So therefore, I don't think we have much worries, to be honest, about it getting ruined.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like that's a good point. I mean, like apart from all Chaos Theory stuff, I think that is pretty much it.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to. Don't really have anything else
the only benefit of the Acro Spinosaurus being in Rebirth, in my opinion, is at least then we don't need to worry about the Spinosaurus being ruined because obviously it's not the same one from JP3, so who cares if that one gets ruined, right?
Well, yeah, exactly, because it's brand new. It doesn't matter.
Exactly, it doesn't matter then. But either way, guys, tell us, what do you think? Do you guys think the JP3 Spinosaurus is going to be in Rebirth? Do you think it's the Acro one's going to be Rebirth? Do you think both are going to be in Rebirth? Or do you think none of the above will be in Rebirth? Let us know in the comments down below. And Scorm, it was so great to have you again in a video.
Yeah. No, seriously, thank you for having me here. And Happy New Year to everybody and you as well.
Of course, bro. And again, perhaps we'll make more videos in the near future.
Absolutely.
Sure. Anyways, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.
Before I end this video, I want to thank all my fans who are also my friends who continue watching my videos. You guys are the best. I appreciate all the support my fans are giving me. I love all my fans. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you're alerted for my next video on YouTube. Leave a like, post a friendly comment, and share my videos with everyone you know. I also hope you guys can consider joining my Patreon for amazing extra content and to support me. I have some amazing deals for extra content on my Patreon, so be sure to check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description below. Each Patreon tier has a list of all the benefits you will receive if you join, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for extra content there as well. And until my next video, have a great day and take care, everyone.